Governor J.B. Pritzker will unveil his 8th budget Wednesday amid uncertainty over federal funding as Illinois faces a projected $2 billion deficit in the coming fiscal year. Capital News Illinois reports state officials caution that rapidly changing federal allocations make the exact gap difficult to pin down and warn budget requests may not be fully met. Progressive Democrats are pushing for new wealth taxes to support social services that have been reduced at the federal level, while Republicans urge Pritzker to limit spending and avoid tax increases.